Hello, this is Mamtaja. Let's talk about three things today. Two similar words and totally different meaning, which is savings and the investment. Second, let's talk about the various life stages of an investor that calls for the change in the financial strategy. Third, are we investing enough? Are we investing it right? So let's begin. Let's start with the inflow. Every month you'll be getting something like a paycheck or the salary or the business income. This is like the income stream of income in your financial life. On the other side, there is an expense, which is the never ending list, right? So it can be either the need based expenses or the want based expenses. What is need based expenses? It's like roti, kapda, and makan. This expenses that you really cannot dodge, you cannot skirt away from. You have to commit to your loan installment, you have to pay the bill for the electricity, you have to pay the bill to keep your phone buzzing. So these are all important expenses and needs to be prioritized before the want based expenses. So what are the want based expenses? Want based expenses are discretionary. It adds value, it adds fun element to your life. It's like going out for dinner, it's like watching a movie or buying a very new mobile phone. So these are the expenses which can be curtailed to a certain extent. Once you have covered your expenses and the bills, whatever is remaining in the kitty is called as a saving. The more you save, the more you have tucked for the future. But saving itself is not sufficient because over the period of time, things become expensive and money loses its value. This is called as an inflation. If you have saved 10,000 rupees today, you'll not be able to buy the same thing what you would have bought in the past because things have become more expensive and money has lost its value. That's when the investment comes into picture. Investment allows the money to grow. So while you're investing, you need to ask yourself how comfortable are you taking the risk and what are the investment products that is suitable for you. Some of the investment products grow very fast and there are certain products which grows in a slow pace. So whichever the investment products that you use, at least ensure that these products will give you the returns higher than the inflation. Investor has an option to choose from the various investment products. It can come either in the format of the financial asset or it can come in the form of the physical asset. The financial asset products are the intangible asset. It can be either the equities, the debentures, the NCDs, the government securities, the fixed deposits, the mutual funds, etc. On the physical asset, it can be the real estate, for example, the residential property or the commercial property. It can be the commodities, the gold, and the silver. All these investment products is nothing something like one size fit all the investors. No. What may be suitable for one investor may be toxic to the another investor. Let me gather little courage and clear the confusion about the four things that people generally confuse it as an investment when actually it is saving. First, money lying in the saving account is not an investment because it will not help the money to grow unless you take out the money from the saving and put it for investment, which will help you build the wealth. Now let's talk about the fixed deposits. This is the most popular product with the investors who cannot stomach in the risk and would want those guaranteed return on a consistent and periodic basis. Now you need to understand that the net income after paying the taxes, the returns does not even beat the inflation, especially if you are in the higher tax bracket. Fixed deposit is okay as long as you want to park the funds for 2 years and so. But if you want to build the wealth, fixed deposit should not be an option. The third product is a liquid fund. Liquid fund is again for the liquid management to store the funds for a certain period of time till you decide how you want to deploy those funds or if you want to expend it for a short term period of time. If you're looking for a long term goal, then liquid fund is not a suitable product. Fourth product is an arbitrage fund. Arbitrage fund is again offered by the mutual funds. It is more tax efficient than the liquid fund and the fixed deposit because it comes under the category of equity. So, if you want to store your funds for more than 1 year but less than 2 years to meet your short term expenses, then it is a good option. But to grow your wealth, again, arbitrage should not be your option. So, are you investing enough? Investing is like building a staircase to the financial success, one step at a time. So it's very important that you start as early as possible because that will make a huge difference. For example, if you started your investment of 10,000 rupees per month, which will give you the return of 12% per annum, and you start at the age of 25, at the age of 60, you'll get around 6.5 crores. But if you start at the age of 30, you'll get around 3.5 crores. This massive difference of 3 crores is because the head start of just 5 years. It may be a small thing, but it's a huge impact, isn't it? Investors generally go through the 4 stages of the financial life cycle. One is the bachelorhood. Here, there may not be much of responsibility unless you have a dependent parents or the dependent siblings. The second is the marriage, the responsibility towards the spouse, dreaming of a new home, dreaming of a new car, planning the short term goal, the long term goal, including the retirement plan. Third is the parenthood. You are taking care of your children's education, the children's marriage, and sometimes gifting to your grandchildren. But the retirement plan continues in this stage also. The fourth is the retirement. Saving and investing for the retirement is the most important and the crucial aspect which you have performed on every stage of your financial life cycle. This retirement period can last from 10 years to 30 years. During the retirement, you can do whatever that you wanted to do, wish to do during your lifetime, like pursue your interests, go for a vacation, spend time with your loved ones. But also, you need to be more careful because there is no stream of income that is coming your way. Also, your health problems may crop up. So it's very important that you need to be very conservative in your decision making approach or towards your savings and the investments. Now the question is, are we investing it right? Many of the investors would think that they have covered across all the life stages. They would have invested in equity, the debt, government securities, fixed deposits, mutual funds, etc. etc. Have they managed the asset allocation? Have they stored a little bit of funds for the emergencies? Have they covered the life insurance adequately? Have they taken the health policy that will cater to the medical expenses or any kind of an hospitalization? It is like you need to have all kind of a right tool in your financial toolkit. Putting all your funds in the low interest rate and the low risk paper will not help you build the wealth. It will not even help you beat the inflation. On the other hand, overexposure to equity, more so towards the small cap and the mid cap, will increase the volatility and the risk of your portfolio. Just like when you are eating your food, you need to eat a balanced diet for your well being. Similarly, for the financial well being, it is important to have the mix of the various investment products. It's important to find the right blend. Just as you carefully plan and take care of your child and take informed decision, similar approach you can take while investing in India. India is still young, it has a diversified population, it is economically very strong. Have confidence in your economy, take informed decision, consider the risks and the potential returns. Don't take hasty decisions, don't be impulsive. It's always the calculated steps one at a time. When things get confusing, financial help brings that order in the chaos. Don't hesitate to take help of the financial advisor, even if it comes with the fees. It's like having a guide when you're confused which path to take. Not everyone is pro at everything. So if you enjoyed the content, please give your thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Do let me know at what part of the life stage you are right now and what are you doing about it. Thank you. Signing off, Mamtaja.